Welcome back to Great Day Washington. The 71st Annual Tony Awards airs on CBS this Sunday, and it's going to feature the best and the brightest the stage has to offer.
The competition is stiff this year. Washington Post theater critic Peter Marks joins us. You say that 2017, it has been a stellar year of productions, and a couple of them have started right here in Washington, D.C.
Washington probably produced the most theater for the Tony Awards of any city in America. Not only Dear Evan Hansen, which started at Arena Stage, but also Come From Away, which was at Ford's Theater, and the Pulitzer Prize winning play, Sweat, had a run at Arena Stage as well. So it's a banner year for Washington theater and its influence on the country.
And Come From Away, it's receiving national TV attention. That's unlikely and unusual for a Broadway musical, right?
Come From Away is such an uplifting experience for people that people come away from it feeling transformed. This doesn't always happen with musical theater. There are great musicals that make you feel like you want to sing. This one makes you feel better about other people because it's the story of the planes that were diverted to Gander, Newfoundland after 9/11, and how the community of Gander embraced the world's passengers, took care of them. It's a very moving story about goodwill, and of course it's a great advertisement for Canada.
And Dear Evan Hansen, one of the things I love is the acoustic sound throughout. I just love that guitar, and they have the piano in it, and that also started here as well, Arena Stage.
It was born at Arena Stage. It's one of the great musicals of this century, I think. Ben Platt, who plays the lead, is giving one of the historic performances in Broadway history. It's an incredible performance, and if you saw it at Arena or in New York, you know that it's a very peculiar story. It's a story of a young man, a teenager, a very anxious young man who perpetrates a terrible lie that gets him very, very popular, and he becomes an internet sort of star. But it's all about the repercussions of doing that on him and the people around him.
Peter, last year Hamilton swept the Tony Awards. Who's the favorite looking like this year?
Well, I've got a personal favorite, but I also think it's the odds-on favorite. I think Dear Evan Hansen's going to win for Best Musical. It didn't get the most nominations. That was Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, the longest title of 2017.
It is such a long title.
But Dear Evan Hansen has an amazing score. I think it's going to win at least 6 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. So it'll get great competition from Come From Away. The two Washington musicals are actually the ones vying for the top spot in the most intense, I think, favorites.
And Natasha Pierre, that has Josh Groban in it, right? He was here last year. He previewed it for us at Jiffy Lube
Josh
Live.
Groban,
oh, he's a lovely guy. In fact, when you go to Natasha Pierre, one of the great things about it is that the set is on, the seating is on the stage, and Josh Groban, my wife, who's a huge fan of Josh Groban, he stood 3 feet from us and sang a song. It made her life. I mean, it was like it was one of the great
you
moments.
were sitting next to her.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. She ignored me. I didn't matter.
It sounds like a huge get, though, to go see that and be that close to Josh Groban and all of the amazing talent.
Yeah, it's the show is a great experience, and the director, Rachel Chavkin, who's from Silver Spring, Maryland, did an amazing job of staging it. She may sneak in as the best director of a musical.
So another great talent coming out of D.C. But before we let you go, let's talk about Groundhog Day. I love that movie with Bill Murray, but this is a play that's receiving a lot of buzz as well.
That's the 4th musical up for Best Musical. There were 13 new musicals on Broadway this year. It's a record. And Groundhog Day is based on the movie. You know, my heart was so much with that movie. Bill Murray did such an amazing job in that role. The musical isn't quite as wonderful as the movie, so that's why I think I'm a Dear Evan Hansen backer.
All right. So before we let you go, I just want to know your prediction for the big winner.
Well, I think that the question, I think you're going to see. I think Bette Midler will be a winner for Hello, Dolly. I think Ben Platt will win for Dear Evan Hansen. I think that a play called Oslo will win Best Play. And, of course, Dear Evan Hansen for Best Musical.
Very good.
We'll see Sunday night right here on CBS. Thank you, Peter, for coming in.
Thanks for coming.
Pleasure.
All right, well, coming up, I am headed over